I received a call, I think from a police officer, a traffic police. These are the exact words that that officer used. Madam, kuna mtu amekufa hapa Haile Selassie. Then my thinking was, that cannot be my husband. But the phone he was using was Patrick's phone. So, and he continued saying that ukujie mwili City Mortuary.
That's how they broke the news to you?
Yeah, bluntly. So at first I thought he was not sure about the number plate or the car, but when he gave me the exact number plate, I knew that that was our family car. There's a doctor who came finally and told us that they tried to resuscitate my daughter, but it was too late for her because her lungs had ruptured. So she didn't make it. Yes. So that day I lost 2 people on the same day. Yes. Within a span of, let's say, 20 minutes after leaving them. Yes.
Hello, welcome to Tuko Talks. My name is Lynn Ngugi. Now, my guest today lost her husband and daughter the same day in a tragic road accident. But it's her strength to sit down here today and encourage someone who is going through grief. That is truly admirable. So without further ado, please allow me to let her introduce herself. Hello, Mommy.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Nelly Obiero. I'm an accountant by profession. I was a wife, a mother to 2 kids, a daughter and a son. But right now I'm a mother of 1 son.
1 son.
Yes.
So you had a daughter, a son, and of course your amazing husband.
Yes.
Nelly, I have to say, when I called you for this show, I had to keep postponing the interview because I did not even think you were ready to have this conversation. Is it something you feel like you are ready for, and why?
Right now I feel like I'm ready because I know if I tell my story, maybe someone somewhere will be inspired and will try to move on with their lives. Maybe someone who has lost their loved one somewhere. Yeah, we'll try and move on.
We'll try and move on.
Yes.
All right, take us through your story.
It happened on 27th of February this year. Normally, my husband, his name was Patrick, and my daughter was called Natalie. On a normal day, that is Monday to Friday, he usually drops me to work in Upper Hill and picks me in the evening. He used to come with both my daughter and son to pick me in the evening because he was a businessman, so he was a bit flexible in terms of his time.
Yeah.
So he dedicated that to his 2 kids because when I went back to work after maternity, he would bring them to breastfeed on our way home every day.
Really?
Yes. He did that to both our kids for 2 months. Yes.
Yeah.
So when the accident happened, my son, JJ, we usually call him JJ. It's a long name, so we prefer to shorten it to JJ. He had turned 6 months actually. He was to start weaning on that day when the accident happened. So he dropped me at work at around 7:30 in the morning, and when he was going back home, that's when the accident happened. Actually it was opposite Release Club. Yes, I think you know that stretch.
Yes.
In Haile Selassie. Like 7 minutes or 10 minutes thereabout, I received a call, I think from police officer, a traffic police. These are the exact words that that officer used. You can allow me to say that in Swahili.
Yes,
because this is what he said. Madam, kuna mtu amekufa hapa Haile Selassie. Then my thinking was, that cannot be my husband. But the phone he was using was Patrick's phone. So, and he continued saying that ukujie mwili City Mortuary.
That's how they broke the news to you?
Yeah, bluntly. So at first I thought he was not sure about the number plate or the car, but when he gave me the exact number plate, I knew that that was our family car. So that news, I received that news when I was sitting on my desk. I think I stormed out of the office and so many people followed me. They were trying to calm me down. I tried asking where my daughter was, but he couldn't say where she was at the moment. But a few minutes later, someone called my workmate and told them that my daughter was rushed to Mata Hospital. Yes. In my thinking, if the worst had happened, I knew my daughter was in ICU. Yes. I was trying to digest the news I was given, and I couldn't believe it first. Because I think as human beings, I don't think someone will believe that at some point they'll lose their loved ones. So I didn't believe at first. So I had to go to Mata and confirm first if my daughter is there. Then later, maybe find a way to see my husband. Yeah. So we went to Mata with my colleagues, and on our way, actually someone knocked our car on my side while we were on our way to Mata, but we got a small scratch on the car. No one was hurt. We went to Mata. While at Mata, the doctors were not talking to me. They were looking for people they had talked to on phone. So that was a sign that all was not well. So I insisted that I wanted to see my daughter. There's a doctor who came finally and told us that they tried to resuscitate my daughter, but it was too late for her because her lungs had ruptured. So she didn't make it. Yes. So that day I lost 2 people on the same day. Yes. Within a span of, let's say, 20 minutes after leaving them. Yes. That's what happened on 27th of February. And I want to thank some 2 good Samaritans that rushed Natalie to Mata. Their name, there was Judy and Omolo. They left everything they were doing and tried to save Natalie. So they used the wrong side of the road to go to Mata Hospital, but it's only that it was too late for her. But Patrick died on the spot because according to the postmortem report, his heart was, I think, ruptured on the scene. So he didn't survive.
And of course, God, this is painful. I know this is painful. And upon receiving the news and the family members, how did everyone take it?
I think the first person I called was my mom. She didn't take the news well, and I think she had just woken up. She traveled all the way from Kisii to Nairobi. The way she was, she didn't eat anything, she didn't talk to anyone. she just came straight. My brother also traveled from Eldoret and came to Nairobi. So many people, my sister, they had to travel from outside Nairobi and come on the same day because the news was too heavy for them. And I think so many of them did not know that Natalie had perished also.
Yeah.
They thought it was one person.
Patrick.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 2 people on the same day, the same time, that was too heavy for everyone. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And for you, I can imagine, you know, receiving such news. These are people you love deeply. This is like half of your family that has gone, that has passed on. What later on, what gave you the strength to even be like, this has happened, I need to cope with this?
To be honest, I think the first day I thought I would die and join them, but I think the grace of God has been sufficient. I come from a Christian family, and my family has been very supportive. So they've been there for me for, that is actually in a week's time, in 2 weeks' time, it will be 6 months.
6 months.
So they've been there with me throughout from the first day we came from the hospital. For example, my mom, she's never left. She's staying with me right now. Yes, and my elder sister, she moved in for a couple of months, for almost 5 months, with her daughters. They've stayed with me. We usually do a Bible study in the evening. That has helped a lot. I received immense support from my colleagues, from friends. I've even made new friends. Yes. I also got support from my church. Yeah, they used to come and pray with us.
Yeah.
Even on a daily basis. Colleagues would come on a daily basis. For the first 1 month, they were there for me. And another thing that also helped was I got a counselor from my office. He used to come to my house for a couple of months. That helped a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And let me ask you, because my audience would want to maybe know, what kind of a husband was Patrick?
Patrick was a jovial person. He was very lively. He was very caring. That is, I don't think so many people dedicate their time to come and bring, to drop me in the morning, pick me in the evening, and made sure that the kids are breastfed fully without any interruption. Not so many people do that. And he didn't mind doing anything for his kids. For example, maybe I can use this example.
Yeah.
I don't know how many men can change a diaper. Not so many.
He did that?
Yes, he used to do that. He made sure that I got enough sleep, especially when I was breastfeeding. He didn't mind staying up with the kids till late because my babies had colic. Yeah, so it was a difficult time. And I think I've gone through 2 CSs, so he was there for me.
Yeah.
Even when I didn't have a house help, he will come through and assist in the house. Yes.
And your baby girl?
My baby girl was very jovial, she will light up a room. Like, she will listen to a song today and tomorrow she's singing word by word. Yes. Natalie was very clever for her age. She was 3, but she could tell someone she stays on this floor, this flat. She could tell her mother's name at that age. She could say a lot of things, and she was like a genius in a way. And someone said that geniuses don't live for long. I don't know why. She was a good dancer, like the dad. They spent most of their time together. They were like twins. Wherever you find Patrick,
you
Natalie
find
will
Natalie.
be there. Yes.
You-
They were together almost all the time. Yes.
And you said, you know, you are raised in a Christian family.
Yes.
And I know when such things happen, we have so many questions that we want to ask God, you know. Because I remember, like, for me personally, when my dad passed, it's something that I can still, even right now, I can't openly talk about because I still feel the pain. What are some of the questions for you? Like, what are some of the questions you asked?
Maybe I can say something about my dad also. We lost our dad 12 years ago. So my mom is a widow also. So when she came, she cried and told me, "You've become like me, a widow at a very young age." But she strengthened me and asked me several questions, which were lingering on my mind for a while, because this accident could have happened in 4 ways. Maybe it could have happened in the morning when you were going to work with Natalie and Patrick.
And JJ.
Gigi was not in the car.
Okay.
Yes, it was 3 of us. So it means that Gigi would have been a total orphan. It could have happened in the evening when they were coming to work, and I would have been left alone. Or it could have happened in the evening when we were going home and our generation would have been wiped out. So I asked myself those questions, and I told myself that God had a reason why it had to happen like that. Though it's painful, He had a reason why. At least I remained on this earth to take care of my son, because if he was left alone, I don't know what kind of life he would have lived. I don't know. Yeah.
God. Oh, what would you say gives you strength at this point? What keeps you going?
Okay, at first, I think I even told my boss, if I had been left alone, I think I would have resigned from my work. But someone that gives me strength is my son, because when I look at him, I see Patrick, and actually he looks like his dad, and Natalie looks like me.
Photocopy kabisa.
Yes, photocopy. So it's like a replica. Yes, half of us left, but half is remaining on earth to continue with the legacy. So JJ gives me that hope, because I think I have someone, a generation to continue after me.
Amen.
It gives me hope. So it gives me strength to continue with life as usual. But life has changed for us, but we're trying our best to cope.
Let's talk about JJ, because I know he was used to seeing Natalie and your husband around. At what point did he notice, like, Mom, these people are gone?
When we came from Mata Hospital, JJ noticed something was amiss, because I think he did not sleep on that day. He slept at 5 in the morning. He was looking for Natalie and his dad. I think he went through every room looking for them, but he couldn't see them. Up to now, I think the first few months, he used to look at their photos on the wall and rub through and cry. A 6-month-old baby could notice the absence of their dad and sister, because they used to play together a lot. With time, that has changed. Nowadays, he brushes his hands through the photos and smiles. Yes. It's because they're smiling on the photo. He smiles back at them.
Yeah.
Yes, it has changed with time.
With time.
Yes.
Yeah, and for you, I know at least it's you know, these conversations are never easy. I can't even lie to you. I know how to sit down here and have this conversation, but someone is home right now and they can't even, you know, they can't take a shower, they can't even return calls, they can't take texts. Like, it's just hard for so many people. What like advice do you have for them on how to navigate and go through grief?
I can tell them that it's not easy for someone to lose their loved ones, but we have to appreciate that even in the Bible, it says, so long as you're born, at some point you have to die. It's only that we don't know the day we will die, and it will come at different days, different times. We will not go together. We don't know what God has planned for us. So if we get that stuck in our mind, we'll try and appreciate life more, because something else that helped me to move on with life, I tried to change the outlook of my house, even if it may look like something little, but it helps. Because Lynn, maybe I can give you an example. You used to sit, maybe Patrick used to sit there, Natalie used to sit there. You're picturing them in the house. Like, I tried to move houses, I moved houses, I changed the outlook of the house. That helped me, and I changed the environment. That has helped me to try and forge ahead, because if I would have stayed in the same place, I don't think I would have moved forward a bit easily than I'm trying right now. Because when you go to Mama Mboga, they'll ask you how you're coping.
Yes.
Yeah, such questions. So you try and move to a new environment. It helps.
It helps.
Yes, and talking about it, because it's hard to talk about your loved ones, the ones you've lost. But I think what I can share with the people is, the counselor told me, the more you talk about it, the more you will, the faster you will heal. So I used to talk about so many things, even the details that you think are trivial.
Yeah.
Just talk about them, because they'll help you to heal and move forward. Yes. And reading the Bible on a daily basis has helped a lot, because I try to appreciate life even more, the little that I have. So, because at times you regret, I did not do A, B, C, D with my loved ones. So
Yes.
every day, try to live as if it's your last day on earth, because you don't know about tomorrow. Yes.
Wow, you mentioned something important. The thought of knowing, when this person was still with me, I should have done this, I should have done that. Why is it so important for us to acknowledge people or just treasure people when they are still with us? Why is that important?
It's important because when they are gone, you'll have good memories that will help you to forge on with life, because you shared the best you could with them for the little time they were on earth. Like for me, I can say what helps me to move on. I have so many good memories with Natalie and my husband. He was a good photographer, though he was not doing it professionally. I have so many videos, so many memories that the photos he took and videos that helped me to remember the good part, and it helps me to appreciate life and the few times we shared with them. Yes.
Talk to me about one of your best memories with Patrick.
We used to dance a lot on Sundays.
Yeah.
Because on Sundays it was our family time. Our house manager will take off duty.
Yeah.
We could cook our favorite meals and put our favorite song. They used to love Diamond.
Kick. Kick.
Yeah, so we put our favorite song. We dance together while we are cooking. Yeah, and watch movies together. Maybe take a walk together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we used to do that a lot, especially on Sundays. Yes.
Let me ask you something, Nelly, because death is not something that we are prepared for. It's not something, like you said earlier, you wake up and you're like, I'm not going to see this person tomorrow. For people who are at home and you know they are not even in good terms with their loved ones, like you never know when the day comes, what message would you like to give them?
As human beings, we will cross each other at some point. But the important thing is, even the Bible says, and my mom usually tells me that before you sleep, make sure that you're in good terms with your loved ones. Before the sun sets, make sure you're with good terms with them. Talk to them. Try and solve the issues that you have. Because you don't know, you can be at crossroads with someone today and you don't know if they'll be there tomorrow. So before the sun sets, you can make that a rule that when you sleep, you're in good terms with your loved ones. Yes.
And for Patrick's family, you guys, you're still together?
Yes, we are. They miss him too. And maybe I can tell them that Patrick and Natalie did not die completely. We carry their legacies, and I think there's a little Patrick that I'm raising right now. Yes, so he did not die, and even Natalie did not die. I see a lot of Natalie in his brother. The way she used to do things. She was a very quick learner. And I see that in his brother JJ. Even the face, at times I see Natalie, at times I see Patrick. So I feel them every day. I see them. I remember the memories we shared. So I'll never forget them. They are in my heart. I carry them in my heart.
Absolutely.
Yes. The characters that my son will grow up with will be a blend of his dad and the sister. Yes.
So it's very important to have a strong support system.
Yes.
People who will just come and see you and just let you vent and let you cry and not judge you. What message would you like to send the people who are watching that have gone through what you've gone through?
I want to encourage them, and may God comfort them wherever they are. And may they get strength to try and move on with life. Despite losing their loved ones, they can try and find something that gives them hope, even if it's little. Even if it's, for example, if you have a passion of helping others, you can do that. It gives you hope and something to live for. Yes.
Let's talk about that, because you said find something else that gives you hope. What have you found?
Right now, maybe it's trivial. It's something small, but I do cooking a lot. I try new things, baking, I see something online, I try and experiment it. I've found new hobbies, like I've tried to start a business on the side, so that I can concentrate on something else and build something for my son also. I'm also thinking about something to do with helping the less fortunate, the widows, orphans out there. I don't know where to start, but I'm thinking about it.
And where there is a will, there is a way.
Yes, I'm thinking about it because so many people are suffering. There are people who cannot even get one meal in a day. So try and look for something. If you can help, that's something good enough that will help you to wake up in the morning, early in the morning, looking forward to maybe help someone somewhere, do a hobby, a new hobby, a business. Nowadays there's an online platform. You can even try and inspire people through such platforms. There are so many things someone can do to divert their mind from the situation they are facing at the moment. Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
So you would also want to reach out to the widows and the orphans.
Yes.
And if anyone is watching and maybe they know how you can do it, I'm pretty sure they'll be able to send you a message or an email and tell you this is how probably you are able to do it.
Yes.
Your final words, Nelly?
My final words are, I want to thank all the people that have been there for me. It has not been an easy journey. I want to thank my family, my friends, the church that I go to, my workplace, and even my neighbors from where I used to live. I want to thank them a lot, and the new friends that I've acquired. They've been a very good helping hand to me. I also want to thank you for giving me this platform to share my story, because Tuko family, I think, reaches a lot of Kenyans and also people out there apart from Kenya, and through that platform so many people have been helped, and I want to thank you all for that, and may God continue blessing you.
Thank you.
Yes.
God, I want to thank you too for just sitting here and having this conversation with you. As I told you earlier, I was a bit scared because I did not even think I was also ready to have this conversation. But to see you, someone who has passed through so much, coming out and sharing their story gives me hope as well, that no mountain is big enough for us. And for you guys who are watching at home, I know we are going through so much, but as Nelly has said, remember to show love and appreciation to your loved ones while you can still see them, while they are still alive. And even if you are battling grief, know that you are not alone. People like Nelly are here. They are ready to assist you. They are ready to hear you out. We will be leaving her email here. So if you have any question, if you want to ask her anything, please feel free to send her an email. And if you want to share your story, my email is down on that description box. My name is Lynn Ngugi. Thank you so much, Nelly, once again. See you guys next time.
Thank you too.
All right.